Good morning, welcome to Forkin Delicious. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a like and a comment, and if there's anything you'd like us to see us make sure you put it in the comments and we'll try. So a couple of weeks ago we had a request from Denise in Cork to show her how to do butternut squash, and I just thought today I was doing one for something else. I said I'll use this to make a very quick soup. Alright, so this is going to be one of the quickest soups you could ever make, alright, and it's going to taste really good. So what I have here is just some roast butternut squash. I flavoured it there with some cumin, some salt, pepper, some herbs and spices. I have two stock cubes here. They're vegetarian stock cubes because I'm just going to make this vegetarian soup. So this is even vegan because it's coconut milk, and that's all it's going to be in it. It's just coconut milk. It's going to be kind of rich. I can cut it with some water if I want because I'm using these stock cubes, but I want them to give a small little bit of flavour into it as well. Alright, so I have a pan on, and what I'm going to do is a little bit of oil in here, just a tiny bit, very, very small. Just drop those in there. Just I dropped in the stock cubes, so I don't need to dissolve them because there's going to be a load of liquid in there in a while now. You can hear the sizzle there of the butternut squash. Alright, like I said, this is going to be a very quick soup, but also it's going to be a very tasty soup. Alright, so I like this one a lot. I might have put in a lot more, like maybe onion, garlic, but if you're going to make something really quick and you want something tasty quick, this is quicker than you ringing for takeaway. You could have these made and in the fridge, the butternut squash, and you can just add these are already cooked. They're just getting a little bit of a heat here, just for a couple of seconds. They're already fully cooked. And all I'm really going to do is put the coconut milk to them. So this is a reduced fat one, and I think one is normal. I kind of always do that, just to, I suppose, pretend I'm being good. This is actually a full fat one. It's just tap water because we're outside. So I'm just going to rinse out these. I'm not really adding more water. Just rinsing out the cans just to use what's in them. You can often get some of the nicest part of the cream being in there. And now what I'm going to do is just give this a stir. And really, I'm not going to do much with this because there's not much to do. I'm just going to let the coconut milk come up to heat, and maybe I'll let it simmer for maybe 5 or 10 minutes. And then I'm just going to blitz this, and you will see this makes a delicious soup. All right. Kind of maybe some fellas would say this might be a lazy soup, but some days you're in a hurry, and if you plan ahead a small bit, you can make something nice. I would love this now with a few crusty rolls, and it would be nearly a dinner, because it would be so rich as well. You wouldn't be wanting to drink loads of it, but it would be very filling as well. All right, so that's on. I'm just going to give that a few minutes. I'm going to take the spoon out, and I have a pan here that I'm going to be using for something else, but I'm just going to let it act as a lid, and I'm just going to close that down, and I'm just going to let it heat up. All right, so really it shouldn't take too long for that to happen. Right, we just have the soup coming to the boil now, which is just what I wanted, and it's coming to a fairly good rolling boil, and I left it at that for a little while. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to liquidize this and turn it into something that's delicious. And I'll just save the planet there by turning off the gas. I think this is kind of real comfort soup to have. But even, having something hot, even on a hot day, is quite good for you, because it actually cools your body down faster than you think about having something cold. All right?
Regulates the body temperature.
Yeah, it regulates the body temperature much better than if you're trying to think about using, cold liquids. you know. So just want to get one of our big mugs here now. Throw a little few mugs of juice in here. Now, that's about 1 mug so far. Mug and a half. Yep. I'll get this done in 2 batches. So I have a nice saucepan here ready. Now, it's the secret of that soup, really. You know what I mean? I see that lovely soup. So, we might as well do the rest of it. Well, like I said in the earlier video that we did a while back, I was saying there that I love using it like as a replacement for meat. The actual chunks of roast butternut squash can be great for vegetarians because it gives them kind of like a feeling of replacement of, you know, something solid, meaty, you know. Well, that's my thinking. I'm not a vegetarian, but I always try and give something that's a little bit different, you know, like a risotto with some of them around the side of it, you know, stacked. It gives a nice little bit of bite and a bit of, you know, substance rather than just giving a risotto with a butternut squash puree put through it. So just going to make a little bit of noise again for a second. I have to say this NutriBullet, brilliant for purees. Anything you're making where you want a nice smooth puree, be it for vegetables for dessert or be it sauce for going out with something savoury, you know, it blends superb, it does, you know, smooth as anything. Now I'll just pour this again so you can see this. So if you look at how lovely and smooth that is, look, can you see that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's really like velvet. So if I give you a little sip to taste, we don't have to do a full taste test. Now, you ready?
Oh my god, it's really creamy.
Yeah?
Yeah,
What do you
really
think?
creamy.
Now, I haven't any salt or pepper in there yet because I'm always hesitant to put salt in when you use bouillons.
I think a little bit of pepper would be nice.
Yeah, a little bit of black pepper maybe, yeah.
I don't
Because-
need much salt.
Yeah, because bouillon tends to be, you know, it's salty. You know, we were using a vegetable bouillon there, so. I think actually you're spot on. Just a bit of, but it's really perfumey, isn't it?
Lovely. What's that that's coming through, making it perfumey?
Coconut milk.
A tiny bit of red chilli would be lovely in that.
But what I like putting into this one, I put it in the bowl, is a bit of ryu,
Okay.
which is, you know, that chili and peanut and kind of, you know, sauce, Japanese type of style sauce. I love putting a little spoon of that in, then putting the soup over because it gives it a little bit of a kick as well, you know. So like same thing what you were saying there, the chili.
Cheers.
Cheers. Anyway, that's our coconut and butternut squash soup. We'd like you to subscribe if you get a chance. Hit the likes, hit the notifications, hit the bell. Definitely hit subscribe. It doesn't cost a penny. It's helping us. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers to be a big help. We'd really appreciate it. And remember, if you want to leave a comment and ask us to make something or to try something or to explain something or, you know, show you how to do something, we're more than willing to try. All right? So thanks very much and I'll see you again in the next video.